Mitchell reporting. 14-year-old Shirley Hankinson presents a bouquet of pink carnations to Princess Elizabeth on behalf of the children of Macclesfield. She then took a seat in a royal car when the Princess and Duke of Edinburgh began their 3-day tour of the Midlands. Macclesfield being closely identified with silk, it was natural that the royal pair should visit one of the city's famous mills. There the Princess saw examples of the finished handiwork of the Macclesfield silk weavers and admired their lustrous patterns and designs. Her Royal Highness inspected the shops where silk was in process of being woven into just such glorious fabrics as that of her own wedding gown of ivory silk brocade. Wedding dress had been a present from Macclesfield, and she met the skilled craftswoman who was responsible for weaving it, Mrs. Ruth Collier. On the road from Macclesfield, the well-dressing Queen of Buxton, Miss Joan Mellor, presented her loyal and respectful compliments with a sweeping curtsy during an impromptu stop. She then returned to her rose bower and her occupation of dressing the wells of Buxton, while the royal visitors passed on to Derby. Here they received a joyful greeting from 10,000 people at the new council house. The Princess opened this modern civic building with a golden key and signed the visitors' book. The city's gift of a set of Crown Derby china was on display in the vestibule. As they stepped out onto a high balcony, everyone in the huge crowd was able to catch at least a glimpse of their honoured visitors. Derby China Works, the Princess had the opportunity of seeing all stages in the production of this important item in Britain's export trade. Among other exhibits was a Crown Derby mug for Prince Charles. In the factory's showrooms there was an array to beg a description of a beautiful hand-painted service in this well-known design. The next day was devoted to Nottingham. 1949 is the 500th anniversary of the granting of the city's charter by Henry VI, and the royal visit was obviously the high spot of this Jubilee year. The reception, as you see, was something terrific, and the police were hard put to it to keep enthusiasm within orderly bounds. From headquarters at the Council House, the Princess and Duke visited the Trades Fair, where examples of the world-famed Nottingham lace industry were on view. On their return to the Council House, the royal car again passed between thousands of cheering Nottingham citizens. But these scenes show only a small part of the exuberant welcome in which the city expressed its joy and its loyalty. followed a remarkable display in the processional way in front of the council house. 450 secondary school girls paraded, dressed in continental costumes of varying gay colours. They staged a superb performance of mass dancing, forming ever-changing patterns as they circled, crossed and waltzed through French and Flemish measures. It was a memorable event even for royal spectators who see quite a lot of magnificent sights in the course of their public lives. The third day of the tour found their Royal Highnesses near Mansfield after staying for the night with the Duke and Duchess of Portland. Their engagement here was in connection with the Portland Training College for the Disabled. Little Gail Ashton presented the princess with a bouquet. The Boys' Brigade was on parade for an inspection by Prince Philip. Then the princess laid the foundation stone of the college, which owes its origin very largely to the inspiration of Winifred, Duchess of Portland. The Dowager Duchess then presented the princess with a piece of silver, and the silver drinking cup for Prince Charles was accepted from the Boys' Brigade by his mother.